we don't win, if we play poorly, and it's people are going to point back at this and go, probably wasn't the right idea to centre the players. Should have come out swinging. Should have come out saying this is a massive game for us because they are top of the league. We are aiming for the top of the league. And
this is exactly what I'm saying, Jonathan. Like I would be looking at this match, bro. Let's talk serious now. Stuff all this Pochettino, what he has said and whatnot. Let's actually talk about seriously and build up to this particular game, right? Jonathan, let's be honest. This season has not been good so far. I know people will say there have been patches we've played well. Yes, patches. Tell me one game this season where we've put our entire 90 minutes as a package and we actually delivered the goods. No, we haven't. Every single match we played probably about 25 to 30 minutes, good here and there. But equally, the opposition has also played well and they could have snatched a victory from us. And in certain instances, they have snatched the victory from us. So it's not been good, right? And I don't care. People will say injuries. There is still enough quality to do better. I'm not saying be on top of the table. No. To be at least 6th, at least 7th, at least 8th. To be 11th is poor. Some people will say, but it's only 3 points away from being 8th. Well, get the 3 points then. Don't tell me it's only 3 points away. Get the 3 points. I don't know how we're going to get the 3 points over the next few matches. So let's really talk about this upcoming match against Spurs, right? Poch really should have just gone out there and sent a message to his change room, sent a message to his squad that I'm taking this match seriously. I don't care that we've lost against Brentford. I don't care, that our performance wasn't that great against Blackburn. But coming into this match against Spurs, you best believe we better be ready. And we better be ready to inflict the first loss on Spurs and not let them go away. Because I don't know if you've seen, Jonathan, a lot of the Spurs content makers, they are very, very giddy at the moment. They're very cocky at the moment. They're like, we can't wait to pump Chelsea up the backside. Do you know what I mean? You should have seen how expressions was with Matisse earlier today. Bro, he gave it to him. So we as a fan base and Pochettino telling the players, but we need to shut these people down. And if we are unable to do so, we got Man City after. So where is the limit? Where is the limit? Where do we actually start saying, where are we going to act like a football club, like Chelsea Football Club again? Just get battered everywhere. Is that how you feel as well, Jonathan? That what's the message we're sending to our squad moving into this game and the fixtures that's coming up as well?
If he wins on Monday night, gets a result against City, these things become less of an issue. They've become more of an issue and they're inflated in my eyes. And as I said, irk me today because of what's happened in the last few weeks and the last couple of months. But look, we should have taken Arsenal's unbeaten record. We didn't. We didn't capitalise on it. Part of it is because of him. As I said, I don't believe the subs improved us. I know we tied. The game plan was pretty decent. But Arsenal didn't play very well. Our 2 goals, one of them was a fluke. One of them was a penalty, which I never liked those penalties being given. So we didn't score particularly from open play. Played well, but again, we couldn't put the ball in the back of the net, which translated to another blank against Brentford. But we've got another unbeaten record coming up against Tottenham. And people are telling me, and even I subscribe to the idea a little bit, that low block teams and teams that sit in 10 men, your Villas, well, not so much Villa, but your Brentfords, your Nottingham Forest, teams like that will sit in, make it difficult for us, stifle us, frustrate us, and then score a goal from a free kick, a corner, or a break of play. That's the teams we can't play against. But the teams we can play against are your Liverpools, your Arsenals, your Tottenhams, the teams that come and open play against us. They attack us. They allow us space in behind. Well, we've drawn 2 of them. Should have won both of them, Liverpool and Arsenal. We now go to Tottenham, which I know is an away game. The other 2 were home games. But if we now go away from home against one of these attacking teams that we can play against and don't get a result, well, where's that narrative gone? We then have Man City.
This is exactly what I said, Jonathan, recently. Yeah, people are like, we can't play low blocks, but we can play the bigger teams. And I said, when was the last time we beat a bigger team? When was the last time?
Bridge, I think it's 2 years away from home. Maybe even longer.
I don't remember. So this whole philosophy, this whole theory, we play better against bigger teams. Of course we do, but we don't win, mate.
But we don't get, as you say, we don't get results. And the thing is, if we afford the the mistakes, the defensive errors that we do, like we did in Liverpool game at some points, and the Arsenal game was just a flurry of errors. The back post from Gusto and you know the pass from Sanchez. If you then go back to the defensive mistakes from Brentford and their goals, obviously the second one was us chasing the game. I'm not too fussed about that, but the first one was really poor. Well, stopping the cross coming in. I'd say about allowing, but it wasn't great defending, but then not tracking your man. We do that against Tottenham. We've got Son and Maddison who are in form, and they've got Kulusevski and all these other players that, you know, you give them the ball right now, they'll score a goal. We give these players, quality players, the sort of half chances or chances we're giving teams. Well, we are going to concede loads of goals. And if we're not scoring them, like we did against Brentford, we're going to have an issue. And again, I point back to the Arsenal game. Did we really score a legitimate goal? Proper goal? Like a well-worked team goal? Okay, Palmer could have scored, and that was from an interception pressing, but an actual team goal against a big team. Liverpool, again, the Dizazi one was a bit jammy. I can't for the life of me remember the second one, but I don't go into these big games thinking, oh, we can play against these teams, we're going to win. I still think, well, we are going to make defensive errors, and if we don't get at least 2 goals, then we're going to lose. So I go into that Spurs game, and if we concede first, that is going to be a massive test of the mindset.
I think if we concede first, I think that might be
it's done.
Bro.
You'd think.
I think that might be it.
But you just hope the Pochettino is completely different in the dressing room. Maybe it is a facade, and I'm hoping, I'm not expecting it to be because I don't think it is, but I'm hoping it's a facade, and we are going to come out all guns blazing. But if you go and attack them, leave space in behind, they will score. So there's a balance to be had. Obviously, Palmer's looking very good at the moment.
Jonathan, I want to ask you, you know how people are talking about how our forwards don't score, you know, they're not clinical enough, they don't score. People are overlooking the fact, I'm pretty sure you would have seen the Carabao Cup match against Blackburn. Bro, Blackburn just went straight through our middle at every opportunity. It was so easily for them to just bypass 3 midfielders, mind you, Enzo Fernandez, Gallagher and Ugochukwu. So many times I saw Blackburn easily just run straight past our midfield and into the final third. They just don't have the attacking qualities to hurt us. People are starting to, no, I've lost Jonathan again. Have I lost him? Hopefully he comes back. Internet's been a nightmare, an absolute nightmare. Yeah, we've lost him. Hopefully he'll come back. But yeah, as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, people talk about how he's back. All right, Jonathan, don't worry, bro. Don't worry. We battle on. We're not going to fold like Chelsea, bro. We battle on. I was saying
this guy's getting a call from me in the morning, man. I'm killing his Wi-Fi. But yeah, so
I was saying that, you know, our midfield gets bypassed very easily. And our defense always seems to have a lapse of concentration every single game where then we concede. So if the attack isn't clicking well enough or it's not of the right quality, the midfield isn't looking good, the defense is always lapsing of concentration. Bro, there has to be a time where we have to say, Pochettino, get a grip, mate. Like, why is there so much errors in your team? Either they are not listening to instructions, they're not following instructions, or your instructions are unclear to them. Like, it's one or the other. Jonathan, we can't sit here and say, you know, Ange Postecoglou has taken over a Spurs team that was so poor. And mind you, a Harry Kane-less Spurs team as well. They are massively depleted. And he's got them rock and rolling, right? Unai Emery at Aston Villa comes in. And he's turned Aston Villa around. Steven Gerrard had them in the relegation zone. And he turned Aston Villa around, right? Roberto De Zerbi comes in, takes Graham Potter's Brighton, who was a very good team, but sort of around the 9th and 10th position. We admired them to a certain degree, but Roberto De Zerbi has made them a Europa League team now, right? He's also taken them to a different level. All I'm asking from Pochettino is, mate, make us respectable again. I'm not asking for you to win the league. I'm not even asking for you to make it into the Champions League anymore. But just make us respectable. Just make us respectable, right? And now the new bar is 7th or 8th. That's the new bar, 7th or 8th. But at least get us to 7th or 8th.
I can't see a world and that happens this season, to be honest. Not now, anyway. Maybe before we